New Jersey Department of Education Commissioner Dr. Lily Laux visited Joyce Kilmer Elementary School, John A. Carusi Middle School, and Cherry Hill High School West on Friday, May 29th. The visit was organized by Superintendent Dr. Kwame Morton and the Cherry Hill Board of Education as a showcase of Cherry Hill's schools and students in order to demonstrate the need for restored funding. Among those in attendance were State Senator James Beach and Cherry Hill Mayor Dave Fleischer, along with several board members and central administrators. Laux' tour began at Carusi, where Morton introduced the attendees and elaborated on the purpose of her visit.
Especially as our needs continue to grow and they evolve and they change, and demographically as we change and become such a diverse community, and all that means, we want to continue to be able to support and impact our children.
The full group then visited the Media Center, Special Education Classrooms, D-Wing, and B-Wing, which is currently under construction. Laux stopped to talk to teachers and students alike, while also conversing frequently with Board of Education President Gina Winters and Carusi Principal Mrs. Christina Franco. After her tour of Carusi concluded, the group was transported by bus to Kilmer, where Laux was introduced to the preschool expansion program by Assistant Superintendent Dr. Farah Mahan.
We are serving many of our 3 and 4-year-olds from Cherry Hill Township. Our universe for preschool is approximately 1,700 students. Next year, we will be able to service 795 preschool eligible age students in Cherry Hill. We're adding some additional preschool private provider sites so that we will have 53 classrooms next year.
The group then entered classrooms and interacted with students and staff as the preschoolers partook in choice time activities like painting, making oobleck, and playing with toys. Shortly after, the group was bused from Kilmer to West, where 3 West students gave brief speeches on their high school experiences before Laux ended her tour by visiting West's Art Wing, Library, and Functional Vocational Program. Laux' visit follows nearly 2 months of advocacy for increased state aid since the community was notified on March 12th by Morton and Winters of a $29 million budget gap for the 2026 to 27 school year. The budget gap resulted from a nearly $860,000 state aid reduction, compounded by rising costs of transportation, employee health benefits, salaries, and investments in students. In those 2 months, the superintendent and board have been working in tandem with local legislators to advocate for fair funding of the district while also preparing for the potential budget cuts.
This year, we really tried to prioritize keeping the cuts as far away from the student experience as we could. But the reality is that we've hit the point where the gap between the funding that we have and the needs that we have is so big that even though the board went to the maximum tax impacts, which we didn't want to do to the community, there were still things that needed to be cut, including positions, which are the teachers, administrators, and caring staff that work in our schools with our students directly.
Even with a 7.4% increase in school taxes and approximately $8 million in non-personnel reductions, there is still a remaining $6.5 million gap that is projected to reduce 70 personnel positions across the district. As a result, Morton and the board have persistently encouraged community members to advocate for greater funding for the district.
Keep advocating. Reach out to our lawmakers, reach out to all of our local legislators, and tell them how this is important. Tell them how this impacts you, your community, your children, and the future of Cherry Hill.
Following Laux' visit, Morton and the board seemed highly optimistic about the impression that the district made on the commissioner.
I thought it was great. I think she walked away understanding the Cherry Hill story, and I am optimistic as we move forward in future budget cycles and future budget years. Her understanding of the district will be reflected in the budget allocation.
Although it may be months before the district receives news about whether or not funding will be restored, it is clear that the district as a whole will continue fighting vigorously for fair funding.